Hello and welcome back to Master of Arena 6. Last matchup in the round of 16. We have JorDan in red playing as the Aztecs in game 1 and Modri in blue as the Malay. And of course we have a scout opening. Eagle Scouts against Light Cav. We have JorDan going for double monastery and double barracks here. He went fast castle, I think was technically 27 pop with the market blacksmith approach. And for Modri, I'm not quite sure. Did he go for the fast feudal? I didn't pay attention. But he's opening with the stable, obviously. With the monastery, where already 2 relics are in. He's got 7 of these Light Cav on the field. And we're going to see the first big fight in the game, apparently. Monks going down, and that's a lot of Eagle Warriors. Look at this. Eagle Warrior upgrade done, very important to see. And the Light Cav, that's still 7 of them, but on lower HP. And that's 10 Eagle Warriors on the field. So JorDan definitely with an advantage here. Of course, he wants to go for the relics, wants to get as many of them as possible. The thing is, there is one left, which he's already taken, but he's not brought it home. And that's the thing, like Modri is going to try to intercept the monks. It looks like JorDan should be able to get that one. And then technically he will have 4 relics, 3 Aztecs relics, that's like 4 for other people against 2. So advantage for him, but I think Modri should be ahead in villages and economy. Look at that, 15 villages ahead. JorDan only now going with TC number 3. I'm pretty sure Modri has that one already on the wood line and one on the wood line here in the main gold. So we have a lot of Eagle Warriors for JorDan, and I think he should go for a siege workshop here very soon. Try to go in, maybe use a siege tower even, or I don't know, but that's a big investment. Like those Eagle Warrior, the upgrade alone costs like, what is that, 300 food maybe and a little bit of gold. And there's the siege workshop as expected. The monks on 50 HP, that means Sanctuary was done, but nothing else. Doesn't really need anything at this point. And battering ram it is actually. No siege tower hub. I guess it makes sense, and Modri is in time actually to build a castle in front of his main TC, walling towards the left hand side using houses. On the right hand side he is almost walled already. I think he is completely walled now, and the ram is breaching the walls, but what is it helping? Like, that castle is going to stop everything. The monastery might go down, which is very nice for JorDan. He should be able to grab these relics. The Light Cav still around, but couldn't go in really, and looks like Modri doesn't want to open more walls. Villager forward to repair the ram, and that's 2 more relics that JorDan should be able to grab. For Modri, we do see Karambit Warrior production starting, and is he going to be in time to stop the monks from carrying home the relics? I think he is not. Actually, JorDan dropping off the relics, helping with a few conversions, probably healing, but not a Light Cav moving him from the from behind, and that looks like a lot of dead monks, a good amount of dead Eagle Warriors, and while the monastery went down, the Karambits are still fighting. Of course, those Karambits not really that powerful. The numbers are important here. Karambit Warriors with +1/+1, which is not too bad, but the Light Cav are doing the trick, I think, and like this, JorDan's losing all his army. Modri not really delaying his Imperial Age, at least not more. Oh, my mouse is not working. Damn it. Come on. Here we go. At least not more than JorDan delayed his own Imperial Age, and like this he's able to save these 2 relics. He can attack the siege workshop now in the middle. The outposts will go down, and another monastery coming up. So Modri now on the way up to Imperial Age as expected, and his Imperial Age is going to be researched quite fast, so he will have the advantage of the early imp, and he will be able to go for trebuchets even, as he has the castle already. Modri also going for a second castle. JorDan has enough stone for a castle, is building it in front of that gold here, also covering the second stone somehow. His main gold, I guess that was it. Safe in the back. The second gold on the side is nice to protect. And the second castle coming up from Modri, so he's definitely with the advantage here. Karambit Warrior still producing. First trebuchets now on the way, and I think trebuchets is the thing you need to go for now, because you want to get rid of all these military buildings, and technically you want to get rid of the castles first, but it's too far away. And you can see the barracks here producing standard infantry, so JorDan, who is also up to Imperial Age obviously, is going for the long swordsman for now. 200 swordsman probably on the way, or maybe not yet. I guess JorDan, yeah, he's got the resources, but he didn't have the barracks any longer. 200 swordsmen almost done. There it is. Was searching for that one. So we're going to see long swordsmen, 200 swordsmen, possibly champions. And for Modri, I guess he needs to transition into Arbalest maybe, or not quite sure. Elite Karambit Warrior done. This is interesting, but Elite Karambit Warriors, as strong as Elite sounds, there's still no match for the 200 swordsmen or champions from the Aztecs. So maybe it's the numbers advantage that Modri wants to go for here. He's got the Map control, he's got the score advantage. He should have the military advantage. Oh, by a lot. Look at this, 60 against 20. That's big. And the 2 trebuchets still hitting the buildings. But this is open already, and the Karambit Warriors are moving in. So JorDan has the better army technically, but he doesn't have the numbers. And those 200 swordsmen, once they get to fight, they're going to be looking good. But against that big group of Karambit Warriors, if you get into an open fight, that's not good for you. And trebuchets now moving forward. JorDan, more or less in trouble. He's got 5 barracks, as I can see. 2 more coming up, I imagine, but he needs more, and his resources not looking too good. The gold, 12 gold miners is not a lot here, and 48 farmers looks great, but he doesn't have too much in the bank here, while Modri has a lot of food in the bank, not so much gold. A big fight happening now, where 200 swordsmen are actually dying. They're taking down quite a few of these Karambit Warriors, but the trebuchets are safe. That's another castle coming up, and I think we might see the GG being called for JorDan very soon, even though JorDan is on 130 population, but it's pretty much hopeless. Look, what is he going to do? Archer range coming up on the right hand side. To do what? I guess Arbalest, but no gold, no resources, no nothing. Castle definitely going down. Monk already there to collect the relics, and it's JorDan who is calling it GG in the first game after a very, very strong performance by Modri, using all the melee power and using elite Karambit Warriors against Aztecs. That's something you need to get going, and if you can get it going early, as Modri did, you're in a perfect position. Let's go to game 2. And here we go. I skipped the first 25 minutes of the game because you know what happened when we have Italians for Modri and Burgundians for JorDan. Of course they went for light cav, of course they went for the relics, and JorDan in this case got 4 against Modri only 1. So JorDan with a really nice effort here, going for a castle in the middle. He is up to Imperial Age faster, and now the question is, what is he going to do? Cavalier already done, of course you can get those in Castle Age, and I imagine we could see Paladin opening for him. I don't see it right now. Let me check. Is he paladining already? I think not. Should be here somewhere. But Cavalier production is still going, so looks like that's his idea. And of course, Trebuchet out as he's got the castle in the middle. As for Modri, he's got a castle way in the back. He's going for Genoese crossbowmen and is actually double walling. This looks beautiful, to be honest. Look at this. There's the walls here. The castle's coming up for JorDan on the right, but Modri with the double walls, and reminds you of Stronghold, of like the game. You should know it. Fireflies do this, is it? I don't know. Paladin upgrade on the way, and JorDan definitely with an advantage because economy-wise, he's ahead by, oh my god, that's almost 30 villagers more at 32 minutes. Not quite sure what Modri did in this game, but looks like it was not his best error, and JorDan with a big advantage. Second siege workshop coming up, bomber cannon on the field, and JorDan, of course, with 146 villagers. He could be going for the Flemish Revolution if you wanted to, but you should be with the advantage and with the attack already when you do this. Of course, with Genoese crossbowmen, Paladin, yeah, when the numbers are good, Genoese crossbowmen should be able to do it, and you need a good fighting position. Now Modri obviously going for bomber cannons himself, and is attacking trebuchets. No villages around, these traps should go down, but there's bomber cannon falling, and I guess another one could get attacked by the trebuchets too. Those two castles are not producing Custodians, they're not producing trebuchets. For now, there's only conscription coming up. Monastery on the way. I don't know, to grab the other relic? I'm not quite sure about this one. More bombard cannons coming up, and you can see the Sanctity, Botkin Arrow, Ballistics. Interesting. Are we going to see, like, elite skirmishers maybe? It's an option, I guess. Go for Paladin, go for elite skirmishers, and you should be happy against Italians, to be honest. Because Italians, elite Genoese crossbowmen are very strong, but with enough elite skirms, and of course with the backup of siege, you should be good here. Now we do see archer ranges coming up for JorDan on the right hand side. He's got full map control outposts here. Modri about to overchop, and Modri has a little bit of a space problem. Like, he is on, what is that, 30 farmers? He cannot really go for more. There is no space for him, and he doesn't have the military units to break out of his base. Now the gate is falling, and JorDan is moving into Modri's base even farther, and we have a good amount of Genoese crossbowmen here, but it's not more than 30, and not even 30 because there's a bombard cannon, there's a trebuchet. Archer range is coming up here, no stables actually. Not quite sure what Modri wants to do, but I think JorDan is just waiting for the perfect army composition to move in. Maybe he's saying, okay, I'm not at... No, he's at 200 pop, and look at this, look at these resources. What is he waiting for? Does he want to go for the Flemish and like go 200 military? I don't think he should do it, because it's not really necessary, but it's possible for him. He's got 5-6 bombard cannons, a trebuchet, he's got Paladin ready. That would be so unstoppable. but I guess he wants to do it without the Flemish Revolution. We're going to find out very soon. Bombard Cannon sitting the farms, because why not, I guess. Good amount of light cav here. But what are you going to do against Paladin with a light cav? I guess it's meat shield for those Elite Generous crossbow. And Modri is deciding, yeah, I need to do something. And I'm moving out with my villagers. Ooh, the Flemish Revolution is done. I missed it, but there is Flemish Militia, 12 plus 4, only plus 1 defense armor. But it's Modri who is gonna get crushed by Flemish Militia if everything is going according to Jordan's plan. We have the Paladins and the light cav fighting. Bombard Cannons falling. Elite Generous crossbow will be happy to shoot their arrows at the Paladins, but there is the Flemish Militia moving in, and look at this. This is just beautiful, because Jordan, 1 villager, 180 something military units, and 1 trebuchet plus 4 bombard cannons still alive, and that's so important, because Flemish Militia alone won't do the trick, but together with Siege, it's pretty much unstoppable at this point, and Modri is saying, yeah, I'm not going to pull a Dark Nope here and wait for my inevitable doom. I'm going to call it GG before it gets too brutal. 1-1, and we're going to go see Game 3. I'm not sure. Is it the first time that neither player is going for a scout opening or unique units? Like, we do see Jordan 25 pop up to Castle Age, going for 3 TCs as Ethiopians, which makes sense. You get a good amount of extra resources. You don't need to go for a gold if you want to fast castle. And only now Monastery coming up at 17 minutes and something. As for Modri with the Vietnamese, he went up a little bit later. You cannot really go 25 pop, but he also went with 3 TCs, Market Blacksmith. Right, he did go with, yeah, 3 TC, there's the third. And now the players are going to start to go for these relics, but without scouts or spearmen, other than the initial scouts, which are still alive. And that's something we rarely saw in this tournament for now, at least in this round of 16, because usually we did see the scout opening or the unique unit opening, if you were like Spanish, for example. And this one, I don't remember, maybe we had it once, twice? But there's been a lot of games already, and this is something I'm not used to. So for now, both players are mini-booming, which we're expecting. We don't see any really forward progress in the sense of there could be Siege Workshop or a barracks or something. And of course Modri is on stone as the Vietnamese wants to go for a castle. I guess Jordan the same, he's not so heavy on stone. He is now. And both players on the way up to Imperial Age. Well, Vietnamese and Ethiopians, both archer-based civilizations, but with other options, obviously. Vietnamese elephants, beautiful. Imperial skirmishers, of course, in the archer line. And for Ethiopians, we could see shuttle warriors in siege. Arbalest, of course, shooting faster, one of the best arbalists in the game as well. Now there's the, 2 of the castles up, 1 for each, and we're going to see Imperial Age almost at the same time. Like, look at this, this is pretty much neck and neck, and we're going to see the first trebuchets from either player. I'm expecting to see chemistry being researched immediately. I think both civilizations have access to bombard cannons, if I remember correctly. And the question is, Arbalest? Skirmishers, or is it going to be Siege, something else? Siege Workshop coming up here, the first stones, I guess it is. I'm not sure what to call these. Flying at each other's castles. I'm missing the word for that one, it's too special for me. And we have more trebuchets on the way. Modri repairing with 12 villagers roughly. Jordan pretty much doing the same thing. He's pulling more villagers from his economy to repair. Jordan with 350 stone left. Modri, wow, look at this. This is so neck and neck. Look at the score. Look at the villagers. Jordan ahead by 15. Okay, I guess he's got a stronger economy bonus. I don't know. But this is going to be decided right here, right now. I guess, at least. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen this game. I'm not even sure I ever saw this game, because I didn't really watch, wasn't really able to watch a lot of Master Arena 6 games live in the final rounds. Now it looks like both castles are almost halfway down. Jordan now repairing faster. He has more villagers here, and Modri is losing more HP on his castle as he is getting a third trap out and the first bombard cannon. We have Imperial Skirmisher upgrade done, which is amazing to see, but Jordan, if he can go for siege and shuttles, that would be great. Now Modri lost his castle, so no 10 archers for him, and I think that was never the idea. We have bombard cannon, micro now by both players. We have trebuchets still shooting. Jordan definitely needs to pack these trebuchets and move a little bit forward, I think. I'm not quite sure. Can he? Yeah, he's counterattacking. Wow, that went down without even a blink. Look at this. And bombard cannons getting repaired here by both players. 2 trebuchets remaining, looks like Modri is the only one who really has military out other than siege. Like there's 2 mangonels now, there's trebuchets, there's bombard cannons, but what else is JorDan doing actually? I don't see him preparing anything else other than siege for now. And no, that's only idle villages where the main stone was before. On the left hand side, a few Imperial skirmishers trying to be annoying, but there's the mangonel. And mangonel shot on the imp skirms once again. Castle on low HP, 1k roughly now, but JorDan is still repairing, and it looks like he should be able to keep this castle up, which is a big victory for him. Now the question is, what can he do next? Like, he needs to break out, he needs to go for map control, I guess. Modri actually is moving backwards, going with the castle next to his third gold. Another siege workshop coming up. That one, that bombard cannon should not get produced. Yeah, the siege workshop obviously falling before this one too, I guess. So Modri right now doesn't have bombard cannons, but a lot of resources in the bank, which he's going to use on more bombard cannons, which makes sense. He's not producing Imperial skirmishes for now, and he is actually going with a lot of villagers to build that castle. Not quite sure what that house is doing. Maybe a mistake here. And what is JorDan doing? That's my main question here, because Modri already committed to Imperial skirmishes, and they will be useful in the long run if the game is going long. We have a barracks, finally barracks coming up here by JorDan. It didn't even have that one, which is interesting. JorDan, a lot of wood in the bank. He's moving out with a few villages to build a stable, mining camp, 2 stables, 3 stables actually. So I don't know, Cavalier, light cav, what's the idea here? I would love to see Onager upgrade, shuttle warriors, maybe siege rams, maybe siege onagers, bombard cannons of course really strong, and torsion engines, and JorDan could be doing it, but for now he is going for the upgrades for his siege, no, for his stable units, and we have, no, that's Modri actually, sorry. JorDan going for the Onager upgrade, right? Where is it? Somewhere in that siege workshop. There's the Onager upgrade coming up. That's 3 bombard cannons, 12+1, siege engineers done. That's 2 trebuchets, and the first archer ranges will go down here. But it's quite slow. Let me go a little bit faster. Let's see what JorDan is preparing. Modri obviously still on Imperial skirmishers, but he is doing stables himself. He saw the upgrades coming up, so we might see light cap for him too, and we might see Halberdier also, if, yeah, look at that, now archer is coming up. JorDan, what are you producing? You have a lot of stables, you're not doing anything with these stables. Why not? You have the resources, what are you waiting for? Maybe he's waiting for a siege onager resources to get siege onager upgrade. Now Modri has a few light cav, and he's moving in, but quick walls here by JorDan, look at this, quick palisade, that house is going down, now it's open once again, and that's, oh my god, that's 5 trebuchets, that's 3 onagers, that's 4 bombard cannons, 5 bombard cannons, and all around this TC and castle, and they can't really do anything. And wow, Modri, 8 bombard cannons already, Imperial skirmishers and light cav to back it up. Hussar upgrade done for JorDan, he's finally starting to produce. Modri, no food any longer, I guess that went down to light cav. Good amount of gold for JorDan, gold on 800 is not bad. Again, more quick walls coming up, but that gate is not coming up. And now we do see another quick gate. Ooh, that was beautiful, but the light cav still have a way to go in. On the left hand side, Hussar's not able to approach these trebuchets, and JorDan somehow took too long. He's got a score lead, but Modri is going with the map control here with another castle in the middle where one has been before, and now the castle went down really fast because that's 8 bombard cannons and 2 trebuchets. How will you ever repair this? You don't. Onagers are going down, and it's about the bombard cannons, and looks like the fast units, light cav and Hussars, will be very important in this matchup. That's a crossbowman upgrade, I guess, for Modri, so he wants to add in arbalest, and we have light cav approaching those bombard cannons, Hussars of course following up, and those Hussars 2+2, I'm not quite sure, Ethiopians might not get the last armor upgrade, but they should be able to give a good fight against these Imperial skirmishers. The problem is, numbers for JorDan not really looking good, because he split his Hussars, one going back, one group, the other one going forward, and dying horribly, to be honest. And bombard cannons for Modri, there's not too many left, I guess, 4 of them. That means at least 4 went down. Now there's the trebuchets getting unpacked and starting to hit that castle, and we have Hussars coming in from JorDan as well. First skirmishers, and is that the first, yeah, crossbowmen in, so we might see arbalest very soon. I think Modri would be in good shape to go for halberdiers as well, but he's population capped, so not in the cards right now, and he's opting for the faster light cap, which I guess makes sense. Imperial skirmishers doing some damage here, and of course 5+2 pierce armor looks beautiful. Don't they get a +4? I think they do. Not really necessary right now. 4+4 attack, 42 HP, so they are a good amount better than elite skirmishers, but it's not about Imperial skirmishers right now. While I'm saying that, I can see the first archers. What the hell? JorDan is going for arbalest. I don't really get it. Like, I don't get why he didn't go for Shuttle Warriors. That would have been a really, really strong, powerful unit. But it looks like Modri, with the score lead by far now, took down another castle, saved his own, has 3 trebuchets left, had 6 bombard cannons left, and has so many more military units that JorDan is calling the GG already. Modri population cap, JorDan 153, but he knows he did not do this the right way, and Modri going for the 2-1 lead, and we're going to see the first match game. Teutons against Lithuanians, Teutons for Modri, Lithuanians for JorDan, and of course we're going to see Scouts, or Light Cav in Lithuanians case, and Spearmen, and a fight for the relics. Relic distribution favored Modri, and he's got 2 of them already. For JorDan I see 2, and I think Modri just brought the last one. So we have 3 relics for Modri, 2 for JorDan, and of course it's more important for Lithuanians to get these relics, so I think Modri with a small advantage here already. Not only that he got 1 more relic, but he also made sure that JorDan is not getting too many of them. And Modri on 3 TCs, JorDan I think on 3 TCs. Yes, indeed. And with still a few fights. Now, Modri couldn't go for Light Cav because he's Teutons, so he went for a good amount of Spearmen here, which makes sense. Both players are on the way up to Imperial Age now. And I think, obviously, this one is not getting to be decided in Castle Age, because it's not really the unique Castle Age unique unit kind of Civ matchup that we could see if we had, like, say, Mayans and Spanish or something like that. So, for now, we have both players on the way up, and it's Modri who is making the first approach towards big time map control. I don't understand this. Like, JorDan just opened up the walls to let the scouts in, and now the pikemen, I revolt here, which is very important, but the castle is up, and Modri already causing some damage here, some disturbance, as the pikemen are still inside. We have 1 knight here for JorDan, 10+2, and that's without the attack upgrades, because he's got the 2 relics, but the monastery is forward, and that monastery might also go down here. We have the first 2 trebuchets up for Modri. As for JorDan, he's got 500 more stone in the bank, repairing with a good amount of villagers, but that castle is going on quite fast here. And his second trebuchet now out, but there's bombard cannons also for Modri, and therefore the traps were not safe and had to move back. Hand cannon production starting for JorDan, second castle coming up for Modri here. Mangonel really annoying here, attacking the villagers on the gold, and it looks like JorDan's map really not good, because it looks like this was not the main goal. No, that's an extra gold here actually. 1 gold should have been in the back somewhere. Yeah, there it is. That was the main gold, but still, map not too pretty. We have Modri with full map control right now. On the left hand side, more archers is coming up. And if you were just going to try and go for that extra gold, I guess, but there's a TC coming up from Modri already. And yeah, Modri with pikemen, now a halberdier with the bombard cannons, 12+1 range. The castle's on 8+5 range, which is very important. Creditation's done. That means the bombard cannons cannot really attack the castle without being in danger of getting taken down fast. And halberdiers against hand cannoneers. Now, we know hand cannoneers are better here, but Modri got the numbers, and he's using the halberdiers as a meat shield right now. Why wouldn't he? There's one outpost getting attacked by a trebuchet. Seriously, Modri, and that outpost is actually surviving a trebuchet shot. Amazing. That's trivia I wouldn't have known. And TC will go up, and the halberdiers might take care of these villagers very soon. Now there's a few villagers trying to take the last of that stone, but the halberdiers moving in to do some damage, some raiding, I guess you could call it. And it looks like Modri is gonna stay on halberdiers in siege, because why not? He might add in onagers or more bombard cannons to fight these hand cannoneers. He could go for his own hand cannons. Students get on hand cannoneers, right? I think so. Long time that I thought about this one, but I don't see the necessity to go for it. I think with siege and helps he will be good. Maybe he's gonna go for standard infantry, or, which would be even prettier, we could see Teutonic Knights. I would love to see them. Unlikely for now, but the game could change, and once JorDan is not going for hand cannons, we might see this one. Then again, I don't know what JorDan's options here are as the Lithuanians. Looks like Teutons might just be a lot stronger at this point, and without the relics, Lithuanians don't really get that big of an advantage for their cavalry units. And I'm not quite sure at the patch what the rules were. I think it was up to +4 attack, but JorDan lost all the relics that he had. That means +0 right now. Main TC going down, the bombard cannons doing quick damage, and on the left hand side we have 2, 3, 5 bombard cannons for JorDan and a big group of hand cannoneers. And I think Modri would do good to go for... Did he lose the castle? I think Modri just lost the castle to 5 bomber cannons. Wow, that was big. Great victory for JorDan. But Modri would do good to go for siege archers here, because siege archers would do quick damage to the bomber cannons once you get close enough, and also to those hand cannoneers. Right now, the only counter to the hand cannons are the bomber cannons from Modri, and I don't see that happening because JorDan is going to micro. As you can see it here, that's 5 bomber cannons against 1, and JorDan is still microing. Villagers going down. I don't like what Modri is doing here. Maybe he was feeling too safe. Now there's 1 pikeman for JorDan. I guess he's going for his own now, possibly. He's got a good amount of barracks here. He's not producing at this point. He's got 20 villagers on gold, but gold might be a problem for JorDan very soon, as Modri is controlling most of the map. And of course, hand cannon is still strong, and bomber cannon is still strong. It's a gunpowder fight here. Halberdiers, I don't like them too much any longer, because JorDan found a way to move his army, to bring it into action. Yeah, that's a little bit ugly, but that was very quickly placed mills here, and the villagers are moving out. JorDan, even with the space problem, that's why you don't build houses like this. Like, they're taking away so much space. They're blocking your enemy maybe, but that's not pretty. Why? Why would you do this? That's a regular player style, I guess. Now the Halberdiers is saying, we don't have nothing to do, so let's go and try to kill some villagers. Halberdier 6+2 attack is not really a lot. 5 melee armor looks beautiful here. But the main thing is JorDan still with that great army on the left hand side, which is still not countered. And I'm not quite sure what mod we should go for here. Maybe even Paladin. Like, look at the resources. He could go for it. Is he preparing? No, he's only going helps, and he's going Onager now, right? He's creating Onagers. Siege Onager upgrade coming in on the siege workshop that is farthest away from this army. I like this idea. What was that? Like, that was not killed by bomber cannons, right? No, that's a castle. He did not have to delete that barracks, but it's not really important. Castle coming up here. Siege workshop might go down. Good for Modri. He chose this one to research siege archer, and I think with siege archer he will have a big advantage. So let's see how JorDan is going to react. Modri still with the score lead, but not really in the best position, even though he's got that castle, those castles up, and got the map control. I like what JorDan is doing here. I like the creativity to use the left-hand side of this map and to do damage. And JorDan, I think, had perfect timing on this, because Modri was happily attacking, but not too much, and was not defending too well on the left-hand side. Gate is up. That castle is great, of course, because the Teuton's castle, 11+1. What is that? Does it show armor on buildings now? Not quite sure. I didn't really pay attention to this one before. We have bombard cannons not able to take down that castle, because they only have 12 range against 13 for the castle. But Modri is losing the relics here, and that is important. JorDan might be able to grab the relics and then go for cavalry even. That would be beautiful. But JorDan only on 6 gold miners, and that's the problem. For now, that's the only gold that JorDan can take. And for now, while Modri lost the relics, I think... Wait, does JorDan have the other 2? He grabbed them. Oh, I didn't see this one. I thought Modri got the relics. We have... like Modri with a great bank, a lot of gold still in bank, 37 gold miners, but JorDan might be on the way of coming back. The only problem for him now is siege onagers, and siege onagers are so damn strong on arena, usually at least, and it looks like JorDan is not, Modri is not even caring about JorDan attacking him on the left hand side. He is moving forward. And he's going to attack these hand cannons that are trying to protect JorDan's base. Like, siege onagers now moving in. Halberdier is still on the map. Modri's pop capped. 200. JorDan 160, which is not bad, but not really that great. And there's that big group of siege onagers moving forward for the first time. So you only need to make sure you're not getting attacked by bombard cannons. There's a few pikemen on the field, but the Halberdiers will take care of these. And JorDan obviously running away now with the hand cannons. You cannot fight this. It's just too dangerous. On the left hand side, Modri made JorDan retreat here. By that attack. And look at this is just beautiful. Siege onagers moving forward. Bombard cannons on the field, trebuchets on the field. Another castle coming up, and this one could be deadly, because that gold, which was already not safe to take for JorDan, obviously Modri controlling this area, now it's going to be under Modri's control, and I think Modri's going to happily take this gold. On the left hand side, JorDan is taking the only gold he's got left to take with a dozen and more villagers. That's 19 actually. But it's the main thing happening inside JorDan's base. Siege onagers moving forward. Let me see if I can get this a little bit better. And that castle is up, which means JorDan got even less space. On the left hand side, we have a good amount of economy for JorDan now. A few lumberjacks, good amount of farmers, but nothing else happening. Pikemen still going. like, JorDan should be able to get help here, right? Lithuanians get helps? I think so. I'm not quite sure. Would make sense, but standard infantry might have been better here. Then again, against siege archers, you need to have the bombard cannons. Trebuchet is now attacking the castle, but there's halberdiers. No, hand cannon is protecting. I like this. So this castle might lose a little bit of HP. Then again, we have siege archers moving forward, getting repaired by villagers. I like this idea by Modri. And the pikemen not really strong enough to be able to counter these. So 2 trebuchets going down really fast, and JorDan actually at this moment in the game calling the GG, saying, yeah, I'm not gonna win this because I don't have anything against siege archer helps and trebuchets, and even though I did good damage with the hand cannons and the bombard cannons on the left hand side, these bombard cannons cannot touch the castles, and I would need to have more space and a better fighting position. So Modri advancing 3-1, there we have it. We have 8 quarterfinalists now, and let me quickly look it up. That's Villes against Stout, running against Barbarorum, Slam against Tato, and Miguel against Modri. So see you there, see you in the next games. GG.